Hello everyone, I am Abhishek and today we are going to solve palindromic substring problem. So the problem statement says here that we are given a string S and in the string S we can make many substring. So we need to find out how many substring are palindromic. So for this a substring can be A, for this can substring can be this A and this A, three A's, and this AA and this AA and this AAA. So total number of substring, I think earlier we have done some problem finding all the possible substring, and here what we need to do here is like uh, with finding all the possible substring, we also need to check if the substring is palindrome or not. So if the substring is palindrome, then we need to count that, like we need to return the count how many substring are palindromic. So let's get started. So we will be solving this question using gap method, because you can see in palindrome we can have two pointer thing, like we can initialize a right with index 0, initialize a left with index 0 and right with index n minus 1, this length minus 1. So then if we found any string to be same here, then we can move backward by I plus 1 and j minus 1, like right left plus 1 and right minus 1. So we will get the inner string then now. So like that we need to find our palindrome. So if we made it to a point where the right equal to left, that means this we got into the middle, then we can say that whatever substring we have chosen is a palindrome. And the second case will be if there are two adjacent palindromes. So in two adjacent palindromes, if we do the left plus plus and right minus minus, both will overcross each other, so that case we will make it false. But in this case we can see that here AA is a palindrome. So here we need to add one more check, that whenever this left part is uh, equal to right minus 1, or the right part is equal to left plus 1, then at that point we need to check the two characters. So if the two characters are same, then we can also say that that is a palindrome. Because if we don't do this check of right equal to left plus 1, left index plus 1, then at that point whenever we in the starting I have told you that we are just checking the character here, and we are doing the right plus plus and left minus minus, or left plus plus and right minus minus. Okay, so on doing that, what will happen, one point will come when there are two character left, and in the two character also we have the same, this is a palindrome we know, and we have the same character. So here also we will do the right plus, if we do the left plus plus and right minus minus, then the left will cross the right part. So at that point of time we actually consider the false, not false statement, like we actually return from that. So actually we can consider that also, right, plus plus. So let's first start writing the solution. So we will be using gap method here, and in the gap method first I will have my length is s dot leng th length, and I will have my helper function where I will pass the string, and the starting index is 0 and the end index also I will pass at -1. And here I will have one more helper function where I will return my integer, like which will return me the count of total number of substring. And here we will have our string. I want to pass it by reference, and int I, int j, and here we need to check if s of I equals to s of j. Then at that point we need to call our what I was telling you that time, HEL helper string and I plus 1 and j minus 1, because we have found that this last index and the last index are same. Then we need to go to the next index now. So at that point of time, whenever we are getting and also here it is told us to find all the substring. So to find all the substring, what I need to do here is I need to do a string. I need to pass the string, and I want to consider this substring also and this substring also. So here what I will be doing is I will be doing I plus 1 and j, and then one more case will be I and j minus 1. This is just to find the substring, and this part will only consider that if our palindrome will be if whatever string we are considering is a palindrome or not. So then we will have our base condition. Base condition will be whenever I overpasses j. So if I overpassed j, then here we need to return false. I was thinking that can we do this like this, like if I is greater than equals to j, then we can return true. But what actually here what we are doing is we actually are finding also the substring. So this part also can go to this part also can go like if I will like surpass the j, like I will become greater than j. So this substring whatever we are considering, we don't know whether it is palindrome or not, but this part we actually know that our last two digits are same. Then we will go to the next and our last two digits are same. Then we'll go to the again the sub problem of the string, like substring, and we can check that our last like the two characters are same or not, like that. And we can reach a point where I is greater than equals to j. So if we only had this condition, then we can return true here. But here we are also considering all the substrings, so we don't know whether our substring are palindrome or not. The palindromic condition is only checked here. So I need to return here false, and I need to additionally check two more conditions. That will be, or I can have my check over here itself. If s of I equals to j, then actually I need to call this part. But if I got I equals j, or j equals I plus 1, then at that point I can return true directly from there. Or I can put this condition also inside this condition, like with the OR statement inside this condition helper, and I can return from here true, and I can return from here false. This false is because whenever we didn't found any like substring, then that we can return false. And rest all things seems fine. Let's have our dp vector in dp. Here will we have a square matrix int L minus 1, initializing with minus 1, then I am passing my TP. Then after that here I can have this thing, and whenever I am returning something, dp of I and j, So as this is our base condition, we don't need to write any dp over here, but at some of the possible conditions like this, I need to return my dp. And after all everything is happened, after my base case, I can have I j not equals -1, then I will return true. It's not true, sorry, dp of I j. Okay, so this part is also taken care of. Here also I need to pass the TP, here also I need to pass the TP. All the parts are taken care of. Whenever we didn't got -1, we will return from here in O1 time complexity, and we are determining all the substring here over here. This is done, this is done. Okay, everything seems proper. Let me run it and see if our answer seems correct or not. Okay, we are getting wrong. Okay, yeah, we need to count the number of substring which are palindrome, right? So how can we count it? I'm just here, I'm doing all the palindromic, all the substring I'm calculating, and I'm also calculating which all are palindrome. So whenever I got one palindrome, I can pass a count over here, count 0, but if I count over here, there will be like many things, but which substring can be anything, right? I can count it over there. Okay, let me pass the count. See, count. Okay, and here int, I need to pass a reference of count. Here also I need to pass my count, and then count. So whenever I am returning true, I know that I have some substring. So before returning true, I can do count plus plus over here, and I am not returning this. I have my bool here, and I need to return my count. Yeah, let me submit the answer. Yeah, we got the answer correct. And here the time complexity will be O of L square. Not L, yeah, L into L, so L square. So as because we are handling with the dp, so it's O of L square, or else it can go to exponential time complexity if we don't apply here the dp. So thanks for watching my video. So here in this video, here I have covered up the top down approach using memoization and recursion with gap pattern, and in the next video we will take care of the bottom up approach. So thanks for watching my video.